So this is a true story. It's kind of ground zero of an urban legend from my hometown. I'm sure Ryan Gosling could probably confirm it because he came through my old high school like years after me. It was probably still floating around the hallways. Anyways, it's the story of how my dog died. It should be sad, but tell me what you think. So, end of high school, 1988. I'm a farm boy, big strapping young lad, driving a pickup truck, live in the country, and I drive home one afternoon, beautiful sunny afternoon, with my buddy and my brother, and we find a note on the door from the SPCA or Humane Society or whatever they call the shelter. I can't remember anymore. And it says your dog has been found by a neighbor's house. Would you please come get him? There's no other information. And he was a great dog. He was like a black lab, and had a big barrel chest, but he was very short and stumpy. Super horny. I don't know why, but he would hump everything. You catch him humping a tractor tire, and you'd round the corner, and you'd find him going at it, and you'd be like, "Oh, excuse me, I'll just wait till you're done." But anyway, so we get this note, and we're driving down to the shelter, and we thought, well, maybe he got hit by a car or something like that. Like, did we see any stains on the country roads? Because he usually hung around the house. He didn't get out much. And get down to the SPCA, and I walk in as a farm boy and a metalhead because I had long hair, a big lumber jacket, and work boots, and I show the note to the lady behind the desk, and I say, I found this note. Can I get my dog? And she looks at me. She gives me this eyeball, right? She says, "That's your dog, huh?" I'm like, "Yeah." And she gives me the stink eye, and then she turns to some other dude wearing a uniform over on the other side by, I guess, the area where the kennel is, the work area is, and she says, "He's here to pick up that dog." And he gives me the eyeball. He says, "You're the owner of that dog?" I'm like, "Yeah." I'm like, "I just want my dog. I want to go home and get my dog." And I'm expecting him to bring. He disappears in the back. I'm expecting him to bring my dog out, and the dog's on a leash, and he's like, "Hey, how you doing? I'm so happy to see you. Jump in my arms. Let's get in the truck and go home." And he comes out, and my dog is not only dead, it is frozen solid. He's been on ice all afternoon. It's a dogsicle. And he comes out carrying it upside down in the arms, and he kind of shoves it towards me and say, "Here you go." And I'm like, I'm expecting to see my dog coming out, and I miss him. And now my dog is dead. And I'm trying to process this, and he's handing me a dogsicle. And so I take the dog by the legs upside down, and I'm stunned. And I look at the lady behind the desk, and I say, "Do I got to sign anything?" She says, "Nope." And they give me all this attitude, and I say, "Do you have anything I can wrap him in?" "Nope." Can you get the door for me?" "Nope." And then I don't know what's going on. Moments before, I thought my dog was going to be happy to see me. So I kind of back up to the door. It's like you got a bar on it that you kind of kick with your butt. And I wander out. My brother and my buddy are in the pickup truck, and they're expecting to see me, like this dog out, going, "Hey guys, how you seeing?" And I'm looking at him, going, I don't know. Like I'm mouthing, I don't know. He's dead. And so they jump out, and we wrestle the dog into the back of the pickup truck, and we throw a tarp over him. And it was an old shitty F-150 that had been beat up, and it had a tailgate that didn't always catch, but this time it did. So we closed the gate, and none of us were like, "I don't know. They won't tell me anything." And like, "What happened?" I don't know. So we leave the Humane Society and the shelter, and we drive up, and there's like an incline at the first intersection. And sure enough, as soon as we hit the stop sign, the tailgate, bang, it falls open, and this big blue package wrapped in tarp starts sliding towards the tailgate, right towards this little Honda Civic behind us. And I go, "Oh my god!" And I put it in park, and we all rush out, and all the person behind us saw was us wrestling a big package back into the truck, and we take a piece of rope that was there, and we tie the tailgate shut, and we drive him up to the farm. We get the backhoe, and we bury him. My parents come home a couple hours later, and we're like, "What happened?" So none of this is able to be deciphered until a few hours later. My parents get home, and we get this very angry phone call from a neighbor, and I can hear the person on the other end of the phone being very loud, and my mother is just going, "Oh God, I'm so sorry." And what had happened is, he was super horny, and she had this lady, this bitch that was in heat, And she's about maybe half mile away. Not a half mile, quarter mile away. And she was nice about it. She's like, well, my dog's in heat, so I'll leave the dog inside so she doesn't drive the other dogs in the neighborhood crazy. But she left the kitchen window open. Our dog, wandering around, smells her, goes running a quarter mile away, goes running all the way down the laneway, jumps through the kitchen window screen, and spends the whole afternoon trying to fuck this dog for hours until he has a heart attack and dies on the living room rug. There are stains everywhere. Back in 1988, it was a $900 cleaning bill. They had to throw their couch out. There was sperm, dog sperm everywhere on the couch, on the carpet, on the walls.